Nudi Navi has guiding numbers printed on a draft design, so just paint with the colors matching the numbers on your canvas stretched on a wooden frame. Easy to start, and anyone can casually enjoy painting. Okay, let's start. Step 1. What are included in the set? Preparation. Nudi Navi Canvas includes an outline draft canvas, a brush, acrylic paints, a paper palette, an enlarged outline draft guide, wooden wedges, an expected complete image of a painting. Acrylic paints dry fast, and paints of different colors can be applied over each other in a layer very soon after the paint underneath is applied. If diluted with water, your painting will have the touch of water painting, and if only little water is used, your painting will have the touch of oil painting. The paper palette is formed in layers, and the top layer can be peeled off after using. This is very convenient since the acrylic paints are hard to be washed off. The wedges are used to adjust the tension of the canvas by inserting them in the slits in the wooden frame when you feel your canvas is not tight enough. Before start painting, please prepare a container for rinsing the brush, a cloth for wiping smudges, etc. It is preferred to use an easel since it is easier to paint when the canvas is slanted. Step 2. Let's start painting. When layering colors over each other, it is easier to apply darker colors over lighter colors comparing to vice versa. So, let's start painting with light colors. First, take out some paint on your paper palette. Wipe off the excessive water from your brush with a cloth while gathering the tip of your brush. If you intend to paint a detail part, take the paint only with the tip of your brush, and if you intend to paint a larger area, scoop the paint with the tip of your brush. When you open the outer cap of a paint, you will see the square-shaped lid. Fit the square-shaped lid in the concave on the back side of the cap, and gently rotate the paint tube while holding the shoulder part of the paint tube to twist open the square-shaped lid. If the square-shaped lid doesn't come off completely, use a tissue paper or a cloth to cover the lid and remove it. If you are ready, let's start painting. Use the paints of colors with numbers that correspond to the numbers indicated in the areas bounded by lines. If you look at the expected complete image of the painting and have the image of the painting in your mind, you won't make mistakes. The tip for applying paints beautifully and evenly on your canvas is to apply the paints little by little, just like placing the paints on the canvas and not scrubbing on the canvas with your brush. Step 3. Proceed with painting using different colors. When changing colors, first rinse your brush thoroughly in water and wipe off the excessive water and take some paint of the next color with your brush. If you have several brushes, you can use different brushes for different colors. The outline pre-printed on the canvas is just a guideline so don't worry about going over the lines. Since the acrylic paints dry fast, after painting for a while, the tip of your brush may become dry and widened out. When this happens, wash your brush and rinse out the paint from your brush. When painting the detail parts, it is important to always use the brush with the gathered tip. If you made a mistake or went over a line, wipe off the paint immediately. The paint may remain slightly, but this won't show after layering a different color over it. If the color underneath shows even after layering a paint of different color over it, apply a white color paint first, and then apply the paint of different color. If you wish to stop in the middle of painting, thoroughly rinse your brush and thoroughly wipe off the water. If the brush stays in the container with their tip being downward, the tip will bend and will widen out, so dry the brush by laying it on a cloth. It is preferred to use up the paints you have taken out on the palette. Although acrylic paints dry fast, make sure that the paint underneath is dried completely before layering the paint of a different color. If a different color is applied before the paint of the color underneath is not dried completely, the colors may be mixed. When finished painting and coloring all of the areas, apply colors so as to layer over the parts where the original color is too light, where the colors are not even, etc. The color numbers printed on the canvas will also become invisible by layering paints of colors. You can frame the finished painting and put it on the wall to enjoy it.